Hello, Fighter Jets. I am so grateful to have you back in our sacred space. And if you are new here, welcome. I am April Jet, and I serve soul food for your soul growth and jet fuel for your journey. This is my mission. This is my calling. This is my purpose. This is what I'm called to do, and I love it. I love sharing these messages that Source gives me. So make sure to hit subscribe so that way you never miss a plate when your soul food is ready. Any links that I mentioned are always going to be in the description box. And I think that's it. So let's get right into it. Hello, Fighter Jets. I'm so grateful that you are back here with me today. I hope this video finds you in love and peace and prosperity and power and fulfillment. And if not, then I hope that this video can help you get there. All right. So as you all know, I am sharing my personal experiences in order to be so transparent that we can learn these lessons together. All right. So I'm going to make sure to have a card somewhere up here, and then link in the description a recent video that I made about a recent, very deep disappointment that I had, and some of the lessons that I learned in that. Very, very, very tough lessons for me in that moment. So I'll make sure to have that link here for you. So this is like a continuation of that. So in the days following that disappointment, I continued to process what was going on and continue to receive revelation. And so the lesson, one of the lessons that we're talking about here right now, is being able to surrender to the flow, being able to surrender to the higher power that we know is the source of all things, being able to surrender, to have goals, to have desires, to take action, but to also allow it to unfold in the way that is going to unfold. That is the lesson. That is what has been so difficult for me. It's been a big thing in my spiritual journey, in my regular life, to not control a situation to make it be what I want it to be, to have everything planned out so perfectly, and then for it to not happen has always been a difficult thing for me to accept. And I found that that's difficult for a lot of people to accept. So the purpose of this video today is to share a vision that I received as I was healing from this disappointment that happened, that triggered that part of me that has difficulty accepting what is, difficulty going with the flow, difficulty not being in control, and having to accept it being something else. Okay, so let me go ahead and get back to it. So do y'all remember Spirograph? I'm an 80s baby. I just told you that by telling you the toy. It's called Spirograph, S-P-I-R-O graph. And the Spirograph was an awesome little gadget that allowed you to create intricate designs through a tool that you just put your little pencil in, and you just go around and around and around in the circle, and it would take you in different ways, and at the end of it you would have like this big old spiral. So I make sure to put pictures in it, but it was like a intricate design that children could make just by following this Spirograph. And so what Source was saying to me is the way that you have to treat life and the way that it rolls out is the same way that it rolls out with the Spirograph. See, with the Spirograph, they had the pictures in the toy where you could pick, like, I want it to look like that. So you could see like the different outcomes. So you could pick what you want it to look like, and then they tell you like what number hole to stick your pencil in, and what two things to put together, and then you stick your pencil in it, and then using those tools together would create this spiral. So you would have directions to tell you exactly how to get this outcome. Okay? But having this goal, this design that you want, with the Spirograph, you have to kind of put some effort into it. And it has like grips on it. All right? It's like grooves, like I'm gonna have the picture up here. Okay, so it has grooves in it, like gears connecting together. And so you kind of push yourself along those gears, and it takes your hands in different directions. So the way that you want to go, the way that you intuitively want to go to create the design that you actually saw on paper, like, oh, this is what I'm making, so this must be the way that I go. And so you kind of start putting your energy in a direction, and as you go, next thing you know, your hand starts going a different direction. And if you are so set on still going the way you think it should go, what's going to happen is you're going to get off track. The grooves are going to come unaligned, and then it's going to mess up the design, right? You have to put some effort into it to get going, and you feel it moving. And when you feel it start changing direction, you have to go with the flow. You have to go with the flow in order for the designs to work well in the spiral graph. In order for you not to be frustrated as you're creating this beautiful masterpiece, you're going to have to go with the flow. So as you're moving, though it might feel counterintuitive to start making a left, if it's pulling you that way, pushing you that way, you need to stop resisting going left and just let go and let it lead you, right? The spiral graph begins to lead you as you're taking effort. Now, it can't go anywhere without you, right? It needs you in order to put forth energy, in order for you to take steps. But the energy that you use to take the steps is what is required. That's your job. The job of the spiral graph is to direct you in the way that you don't really know to go. The spiral graph is to direct you in the way that is going to get you to what it is that you want. And it's not a respecter of how it feels to you. It has no idea, nor does it care what it is how you think it should go. Because it knows the way. It has the code. And your job is to put forth the energy to make the effort to go forward. And it's in the going forward, and then the yielding to the direction, or yielding to the shift in direction that you begin to feel in the spiral graph, that makes you good at using the spiral graph. Because everybody's not good at using it. The ones that are not good at using it are the people who feel it going one direction and they are resisting it, and they keep going the way they want to go. And when they do that, it comes off track. And so Spirit is saying that you have to trust that where you want to go has already been accounted for, and that there is a path to it. And you have to surrender to what you think the path is and just go with the flow. Being led and being called, trusting that what it is that's leading you and guiding you is doing its job, and it's doing its job well. And you understanding and knowing that your job is not to know how to get there, but to be the energy, to be the engine for getting there. Woo! So be like the kid that's good at using the spiral graph and take the initiative to move forward. Be the engine, but also yield to the wisdom of the spiral graph. Yield to the wisdom of the spiral graph, knowing that you are linking with the spiral graph, and that together you two are co-creating or conspiring to create this beautiful masterpiece. So, resisting is going to take you off track. Thinking that you know which way to go and trying to force it to be that way is going to mess up the design. And then anybody that has used a spiral graph knows that it's unending, right? It's never ending. You can just keep going around and around. And as you continue to go and go and go, the design begins to transform. And it starts off one way, but as you make a couple more cycles around, it begins to look like a totally different design. And as you continue to do that, a totally different design, right? Again, remember I said you become good at using the spirograph when you become good at letting go of having to make it go the way you think it goes. When you become good at surrendering to the transitions that are happening, when you are good at following the leader, that's what makes you good at spirograph. And then that's when you can go faster and faster and faster, because now you start to recognize that there is a flow to this. And then you start to kind of pick up on that flow. And the flow is you being easily led. The flow is you not putting up resistance. And if you can master that while doing the spirograph, you can whip them things together, zip, 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 no mistakes. Oh yeah, the project continuing to grow and transform. You can intend for it to be one thing with the spirograph, but if you continue to follow the flow and you continue to be led and you don't stop, it transforms into something that you wasn't able to even imagine. You, coupled with the wisdom of the spirograph, coupled with your willingness to be led, your trust in the thing that is leading you, is what allowed you two together to co-create something more beautiful than you even intended to start with. So that is the message. I thank you, Source, for giving me that message in my time of need. I thank you for the ability to be able to share this message with those that are willing to listen. And I'm grateful for those that are attracted to this channel in order to receive this guidance and to link up with me so we can all be together, because we're not alone. And I want you to know that. I want you to feel that. So make sure to hit subscribe if you want to stay tuned for more videos like this, okay? And hit like so that way this video can start to circulate and it can get in front of the people who need the message, who need the encouragement, who need the lesson, right? I want to build a community of people who are like me, who have dreams and goals, no matter what they are, but also are on a spiritual journey, trying to grow, trying to be better, healing themselves, ready to heal, ready to move forward. And I want to cultivate a community where we can all do that together. That is my intention for this channel, that we can grow together. And then I can share with you the things that have grown me, that have grown my soul. So make sure to comment. Let me know how you feel about it. Like, does that resonate with you? Have you ever used the spirograph? If you haven't, you need to, and let that teach you. Let that teach you how to let go and to be led. Man, I wish I was an affiliate for spirograph now, but yo. So let me know in the comments how you feel about that, if it resonated with you. I appreciate the interaction, and let me know if there's any other videos that you'd like for me to make about anything. I'm here, I'm down, and until next time,